Hi guys, so let's talk about WWE Battleground. This is my review. It's been about a week since it's been out. To be honest, it's pretty good. As a brawler game, it's pretty good. You'd have got some footage that I recorded. You watched the tournament a couple of days ago. This is like footage of me getting my ass whooped, and you'll see I'll explain why that was. Yeah, pretty much. It's a good game. There is the odd glitch, but we expect that from like a week-old game. Not big glitches. There's odd times where it lags a bit and gives it a bit of shit, and you would have seen that in previous videos where I was doing my cat career or whatever. I think it was one of them. You would know that by watching the videos. My actual general review of this, it's not a bad game. It feels a bit anticlimactic to say it's the best game ever. It's probably better than 2K20, and that doesn't say a lot. I don't think it's as good as 2K19, honestly. I feel like it's a good game. I think it's a brawler game. I think with what they've done, it's a different take of trying to wrestle. It's not a wrestling game, to be honest. It's more of a brawler. It's more like Smash Bros. Or Mortal Kombat or anything to that extent where you just have to kick the shit out of each other till one of you gives up or whichever way you want to swing it. There's the odd thing that really pisses me off. They've tried to do it a lot, like it feels like All Stars in aspects of like it is fun, it's enjoyable, it's a good laugh. But there's the odd thing that really pisses me off. Basically, I if you've watched my channel for long enough, I've been a cruiserweight for every game from about 2008. Yeah, 2K18. Oh no, 2K, sorry. Or whatever it was. What was it? Oh 08. WWE 08. It's because 2K stuck in my head. Basically I played it when I've played as a cruiserweight for years and I would never swap my character. I love playing as cruiserweight. I like being a high flyer. I like having the finger. It feels like this game's a disadvantage to be anything other than a big sweaty man. I don't know if Vince was like, yo, we need to overpower the big sweaty guys, prove that they're the strongest. I haven't got a fucking Scooby-Doo. It just feels like it benefits being a big sweaty guy in this game. It's a bit piss poor in aspects of when you look at it from a point of generally that a game should give advantage to every character and every class and have a variant. Even like in 2K20, 2K19, a cruiserweight doesn't feel like he's got a disadvantage. It feels like he's got an advantage because he's got speed or he's got fucking reversals, or there's always like a little bit more with a cruiserweight than what there is with or mobility. There's always something that gives the cruiserweights like the shot of being like as good as anybody else. In this game, it feels like it's a massive disadvantage to be anything other than like a big fucking sweaty guy and be like a powerhouse. And it's a bit piss poor in aspects of like, well, oh, here you go. Well, it's a game that you can be a cruiserweight, but you might as well not bother because you're going to get the shit kicked out of you 24/7. And it's just not going to be fun. And that's a shame in aspects of like, it's a good game. More than that, like it really pisses me off. Like you can tell, like I've just not got a chance. Like because of his strength, I'm just fucking getting power whacked off everything. Getting through everywhere and like just getting beat the shit out of me for no apparent reason. Also, let's talk about technical wrestlers. Technical wrestlers break your fucking leg, and you can't run. Now that wouldn't be a problem when you're playing a normal match. When you're playing a game like in this, where you've got to go and run and get some money bags and you've got to try and backle each other, that's a massive disadvantage if you break someone's leg to the point that they can't walk. You'll see it in footage coming up. Like, it's a massive disadvantage for people to not be able to fucking move or, like, do you know what I mean? It's massively a piss take. Like, there was points, he just basically took my leg out 4 times so I couldn't run. Jumps up, got her money in the back. And then by the time I stood up and tried to walk over to him, he'd already climbed up the cage and got down. I can't run. I couldn't run. I couldn't do fuck all. I couldn't even barely walk because I was limping. Don't get me wrong. It's cool in aspects of, oh, well, it's something unique. And it, to be honest, it probably would work in 2K20 or 2K19. Does it work in a brawler game where it's meant to be high paced and it's meant to be fast moving and it's meant to be, well, how much damage can you do as critically or thingy? It feels like if you're not a big guy, you've got to go for technical. And if you've not got for technical, you need to go for like King Brawler. You know what I mean? Like there's all like it feels like the fucking this game is worse. So like cruiserweights is like the worst class to have in this game by a fucking million miles. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be like a variation. You should be able to have like a brawler can get all leveled up at the same time and enjoying the game and not be like, oh well, fucking I'm struggling. Do you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be like that. I love the game other than that. Like I really do. Let's talk about the other big fucking problem in the game. I don't mind buying superstars. I've not got a problem with buying superstars. What I've got a problem with is buying every fucking skin for them. Like, I'm sorry, but like, when you're buying skins for characters that look no fucking different, why would you buy them? Like, Rey Mysterio's got 3 different attires. They're all the same fucking attire. All they've done is change the colour of the attire. Miz, good example, is change the colour of his shorts. I'm not buying a Miz that's got like a slight change in his fucking shorts. Nah, good example of it. Roman Reigns. I would buy it because Roman Reigns has got his old school shorts on, his old trunks from back in the day. It's an old retro thing, and if you like retro characters, you're going to buy it. Example, Triple H. Triple H has got a character where his character's got the bald head, and then if you go down, he's got a DX attire with his actual full leg and a different designer. Shawn Michaels, bit of a piss take. I would have loved to have seen a bald Shawn Michaels. Or like a DX Shawn Michaels with shorter, you know, something to that extent to make it like, oh well, here's the new dead, here's the new DX, and here's the old DX, or, you know what I mean, something that's different. AJ Styles, they changed his title. Don't get me wrong, the green's lovely with the black, but like, personally, I'm just not gonna, for a fucking colour of a change, for spend 6k or whatever it is, for unlock, it's a bit of a piss take. What else are we doing? Do I think some of the points are a bit too much? Yes. Does it feel like you've got to play for at least fucking... I'd say if unlock everything, you've got to be playing at least 100 hours. Easily. Because, like, you've got character powers that I didn't know you had to level up. You have to level them fuckers up, and they're like 4k a piece. Then you've got the power of your character that takes the piss. You've got... unlocking all the characters, then you've got unlocking all the skins, then you've got unlocking the females, then you've got unlocking all their skins, then, you know what I mean? So, like, by the time you've done all that, you've got to have been doing, like, 100 hours, because the fucking rewards that they get are shit. 300 isn't enough for, like, even, like, if it'd been a kit, say, like, you have a decent 5-star match, it was a kit, if there was a star rating, if you fucking shit, you get, like, a 2 to 300. If you get a 2-star, you get, like, 4 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, and then 10. Like a grand. Do you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you put a shit match on, you get shit pay. If you put like a fucking 5-star match on, you get a fucking grand. There's little things that I'd edit just for making a better game overall, so that people don't feel like they've got to grind like a fucking million hours just to enjoy the game, basically. And, oh, look at all these characters. Don't be wrong, I've enjoyed trying to play like the campaign. I've loved the tournaments that I think I've won 2 so far. I need to win the women's, but the women's is fucking hard because it's a triple threat. Triple threats are hard work because like you can't get anybody to stay down longer than 10 fucking seconds, so it's impossible to pin unless like you get really fucking lucky. What else is there? There's because Fatal 4-Way don't have that problem, because in Fatal 4-Way there's 42 you fighting 2 different people. You know what I mean? There's 2 fighters and 2 fighters. You've got like 4 people split up. Whereas like a triple threat, it's literally as soon as one's up down, you've got to go back for the other one. Then you've got to back to the one. Then you've got to go back to the other one. There's no break. There's no like TKO. Like, you know what I mean? Like where it keeps him down for a bit longer. Like, you know, like if you did a specialist move, it keeps him down for an extra 5 seconds or extra 10. Do you know what I mean? To give you that bit of an advantage so you can like fucking even try to get a pin. Okay, it's really fucking hard to get a pin in any triple threat. Royal Rumble's hard, but I like Royal Rumble. I love that. Like, it's cool, but the thing is, it's hard. But I'd rather have it hard than easy, so I can't fault Royal Rumble. The gauntlets are hard, but I like that. I like a challenge. Like, I don't mind a challenge. I just think triple threats, because it's a brawl, it's a fucking nightmare. Like, it really is. Like, brawls for triple threats are hard work in general, and I don't think it is the best to have something where you can't even get a pin for God knows how long. Like I said, you can see all the gameplay of, like, this is how many I had to do something like at one point in the tournament, I just had to try and dodge. If a big person came up, I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not even got a chance, because I could not win him to save my life. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not a shite player by any standards, but it's just impossible to beat him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking physically impossible to beat him at all. What else is there? I had like loads of little points wrote down in my head. Create a character's a bit of a twat because you've got to buy the slots. That's a bit of a nightmare. And you can only have up to, I think it's 20 people. That isn't bad, to be honest, but at the same time, when like you're used to building like your entire roster and it being 30, 60 people, bit of a pain in the ass. Create a ringer's alright, I guess. There's a lot of things that change with that. What else is there? Brian's gone farted. The thing is a bit hard, but I enjoy it, but it's still hard. How am I meant to beat The Undertaker with a level 80 fucking 2? I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. I have been trying for the last couple of days to get that video recorded so I could film through WrestleMania for edit for you guys, for get it up. Could not fucking beat Undertaker to save my life from us. What else have we got? I feel like there's not something I've missed. I've unlocked most of the females. I think there's 3 more need to unlock. Mickey, Onofo, Mickey Cameron. Carmella, fucking Cameron. Carmella, Nia Jax, and Alicia Fox. I want to say they're the 4 I've got left for unlock. Men, there's about 20. I feel like there's a lot of men over women. I'm hoping they have more characters. I heard like the Usos might be coming in. I heard like other characters might be added. I feel like I've got to grind a lot more of the actual campaign. Are we calling it campaign? Whatever the fuck it is. I'm going to complete some of that more of the campaign, but I'll go through that when I can be asked. But for a week, I would say I've enjoyed it. The odd thing has pissed me off. Like, obviously, the Cruiserweight, I felt like I could enjoy it more because it was level playing, but it's just not. You can tell, like, the difference between us, like, physically, like, it just is really fucking horrendous. I don't know, maybe it's just because they jump up so quick. Maybe there needs to be like a 2-second delay. Maybe that's something they're going to work on. Like, I know they try to keep it fast paced, but there's certain game modes where you need a little bit of like a couple of seconds just to give yourself that advantage. And it doesn't feel like you get that. But overall, I'd give the game, if it was going out of 10, a 7, potentially. It's good, it needs improvements. There's little bugs that pisses me off. Like little fault things that I would change. But other than that, generally the game's an overall is really good. But other than that, I think I'm comparing it to All Stars, and that's the problem. All Stars was so good as a game, developing wise. It felt like the cruiserweights was a big part of it. It felt like the heavyweights all had different spots, and I feel that's the problem. All Stars sort of fucked this game in the arse, really, because it's such just generally a good game. But yeah, as I said, I am coming to the end of the video that I've done and recorded. But yeah, I think that's my general review. I'd give it a 7 or 6, 7, in between 6 and 7. I think there's little bugs I'd fix, little pricing issues I'd fix. I'd change some of the skins and make them more so it felt like you actually want to buy them rather than just like, oh, it's a different fucking skin colour for the same amount as like a character. Yeah, other than that, I would say, because realistically, for Seth Rollins' his new other tyres, it's the same as buying 2,000-3,000 superstars, and I'm going to pick the superstars over the tyre. Don't get me wrong, if I get to a point where I've got nothing to unlock and the tyres are there available, I probably will that, you know what I mean? But at the minute, I'm just not going to waste my time. But yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Ta.